Hello, nobody. Welcome back. I'm going to play games and complain about stuff. And obviously, by the title, I am going to be complaining about school because it's that time of year. School's back in session. Nobody really likes it. Like, I guess some people are kind of happy because, you get to actually like go into school and such. But right now, I'm actually doing online because, things that shall not be said because YouTube. That happens. Second place, not bad. And so yeah, it's a weird schedule. Like I think I said it before in one of my videos that I go away to school, so I can't really have like intermittent vacations because then we would go back home and then we would have to go into quarantine and do all that stuff, and that's just it's not very efficient. So right now, I previously already had gotta be kidding me. I previously had about I'm not focusing enough. Um, I previously had about it was 3 weeks of online school already. That was fine. It kind of went by, and then I had winter break, so it was it was all good, all normal and stuff. And then what the heck? I only have 2 weeks of on 2.5 weeks of online school right now because since we can't really oh my gosh, I can't get that jump. Since we can't really like do like a spring break, what's at, mm, what's going to be actually happening is that I have like a month off, so that includes all the breaks like I would have gotten essentially from like February until the end of the year. So I only have 2.5 weeks. Oh my gosh. I only have 2.5 weeks of school right now. Then I have break, but that's kind of the reason I'm doing online. It's because like if we just kind of went to school normally, then it would have been just kind of bad because we have quarantine and then we only have like half a week before like stuff happens. So we're just kind of going through everything like this, and it's fine. But that just kind of gives the like, oh my gosh, like I got to see friends for the first time in like 3 weeks. Like that can't really happen. So like seeing friends online and like hanging out with friends is a little bit different. So yeah, so it's not the most fun. You got the normal classes like you got math, science, history. Like I do photography, which is kind of sick because I haven't taken a photography class beforehand, and it's just kind of cool. But I'm going to kind of complain about a lot of things. First off, my math class. I'm in pre-calc right now, but I kid you not, like I am only learning things right now that I learned in algebra 2. So, I'm a little bit frustrated. So, it's really boring. But yeah, it's really boring. It's not really fun at all. It's like I'm already like we're doing logarithms right now. Logarithms is something you learn in the middle of year of algebra 2. So I'm just going with the flow. Like I can do homework so easily. It's nothing new, and that's kind of frustrating for me. Science is kind of fun though, just because I'm doing physics and I really like physics. I don't know, I feel like it's one of the more practical sciences, and it kind of stems from it applies everywhere. Like physics is everywhere. If you can't really do physics, then like what can you do? So I think it's really cool to learn about like how the world works and stuff like that. So yeah, it's that's fun. Like sure the homework is actually somewhat challenging. Like it's technically an AP course, even though we're not taking the AP in general, but it's still super fun. I absolutely love it. And history is history. You can't really be like really excited about it, except if like there's literally a class that we have that's I think it's like Russian revolutions or like Russian history, and that actually sounds kind of sick. But it's just regular history. Like there's some exciting things, but I like world history a little bit more than U.S. history. I feel like it's because for a very long time we've always been learning U.S. history, and so I think it would just be be cooler if we learned about what happened in the world. And like, it's fun. Like the teacher is absolutely amazing. He's hilarious. He keeps us engaged. Like sure, you have to do we have to do the discussion. That's kind of annoying because you have to speaking like in a group discussion online is very hard because there's almost no cues to see when somebody is going to talk, and then you accidentally talk over somebody, and then there's like these awkward silences. It's actually kind of annoying, but we can get some pretty good discussions going on. And it's super fun. Then like I have to do health, and I don't have to explain that at all. It's health. I only have to do it once a week though, and that's pretty fine. Yeah, and then photography, it's my first photography class, so I'm just doing new things, like taking photos is fun, like making art is kind of sick. But then you probably noticed why that I've left out a course. And this is where my complaining really starts. While school and all, like homework and such, is pretty bad. English is my least favorite class, I will say. For one, I think it's the least useful, and I think many people would disagree with that. But my philosophy really behind it is that the reason that it's somewhat useless is that there's almost no real world applications to use it. I really accept when you're applying for more school or you're trying to get a job, like you need to learn how to do a resume and stuff like that. But English, like I understand where it becomes necessary, how much you need to know, like SAT words, like all those SAT words. Like sure, you can get you into a better college, stuff like that, but why do we have to teach them to such extent and stuff like that? Like that's where I really dislike. If I was to be doing English, like I want to be doing something that would be useful. And it really isn't that useful. But that is not really where my biggest gripe of English comes from. I hate poetry. I think poetry is the epitome of why, like just the question why. Um, I think it is so bad. It does not provide anything except if you want to be a teacher, an English teacher, or a poet. I do not think that it provides anything else. I feel like giving units to teach about something so useless is a waste of time. There are some things like in math where you don't need to know, like especially geometry. I feel like that's probably one of the things that like the least useful math, because algebra and stuff like you can do taxes and stuff like that. But other than that, it's pretty useless. But almost the entirety of English class is pretty much useless, especially reading books. Like poetry and reading books is just kind of a why. Like I understand like you want to teach somebody through reading books, but what really happens when I read a book is that a book is supposed to be enjoyed, and if you do not enjoy the book, then why? Like a book, it is supposed to be enjoyed, and I really don't like how you can force somebody to read a book and make them hate it. Like that is probably one of the worst crimes. Like I remember I read The Magicians as like a read, and I was hoping that we'd do like a project, like not an essay. I had to write an essay on it, and it absolutely ruined the book for me. I think that's what like that does to books, and it's kind of frustrating because I feel like books are meant to be enjoyed, and if you learn from them, you learn from them. That's super cool. But if you're meant to analyze stuff and do all that, it just ruins a book, and it makes it not fun. Unless the book is specified to force people to learn, then I'm fine with that. But yeah, other than English, pretty much have no gripes about school. I guess like homework's bad, but homework's always bad. Like people don't necessarily always want to keep doing work. That's always kind of annoying. So like, subscribe, hit the bell, do that, all that stuff. I don't know, helps me, I guess. And yeah, thank you nobody for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.